Well, hello. I'm actually going to grab a screenshot right now as well. So, welcome to another how-to video here on the channel. Bye bye, Mr. 156. Today we are here in the Class 86. One of the questions I've been asked quite regularly is how do you do that? Stop interrupting my video. How do you drive a Class 86 basically, because some people haven't quite mastered it yet. So, we're going to go through it and do a full setup, pull away, and all the snazziness. First thing we're going to do is press Shift and W, which turns the master key. I then just... control lock is F. So that goes to that, and then, yeah, there we go. So, reverse goes forward, and tap changer goes to the center position, which then starts spinning everything up. Down on our bottom left, I believe it is the AWS isolation system. So press Control Enter to turn the AWS on. Which will then get the self-test, which is fine. So we now are basically set for departure. The other thing I want to do is turn on my tail light, so my instrument lights with the I key. Press K to get rid of my tail lights, J to turn the headlight, the marker lights, and H to turn the headlight on. That all has corresponding switches over here, but I just prefer key commands because it's a bit more physical. So, and we're going to press the R key, and then just set our brake to first application. So the R key lifts this pin up here. It's not visualized, but it lifts the pin up and allows you to basically unlock the brakes. So we're now ready for departure. What I'm going to do is let the brake off. So this is what you're supposed to just put it in the running position, and then let the brake go off. And we're going to pull away. So to pull away, we have a tapping controller on this train. It has a number of positions. I'll cover those first of all. Got run down, not shut down, neutral, notch up, run up. So departing from Carlisle, press the U key to select a tap. So I'm going to go to about 4 taps of power. So it's a tapping controller, so you can see they're now moving away. And I can tap up a bit more, help us accelerate. Our starting speed was 20 miles an hour, I believe, out of Carlisle, isn't it? Yeah, 20. So we've got a green light, so we've got the road. But as soon as we're getting up to 20, what I need to do is put the train into rundown. That's because we've actually done that a bit on the early side. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put it into rundown. Just let it go to idle. So that is then how you take the power off. You either notch down by pressing U and D, or run down by pressing the D once. So, bad practice, yeah, so we're just going to command power from the engines and accelerate. Now, one of the key things to note with the Class 86 is that we are coming up on a neutral section. What's a neutral section? Those of you who are a bit more familiar with physics will know that if you've got an electrical circuit, you can't all power it from one point. You can't power it from more than one point, sorry. So, obviously the overhead electrification network in the UK is massive. You can't power that from one substation. That would just, physics would say no. So to enable you to power it from multiple locations, you have sections known as neutral sections. And what they are is they are locations on the line that are, they've still got the wire up, but there's no power going through it, hence it's not positive, it's neutral. So I'm now just going to, because we are approaching one such location ahead here, I'm just going to go into rundown to turn the engines off, effectively. Yeah, so you enter rundown, usually when you're approaching this little black symbol here, this sign here, and then the engines run down, we're coasting. As we then enter the neutral sections ahead here, you can see we've got a little bit of a distance. I'm going to tap back up again because we're going a bit on the slow side. Actually, you know what, I can go into rundown. If you're going it up, you have to fully run, by accident, you have to fully run the engine down, or you have a fault. Oh, sorry, it won't let you take power. So this is the, I'll do this once we clear the neutral side. No, we've got a bit of time. So this is the levels of power. So you can go into amber, but if you go into red, you overload the engines effectively. So that's the load. That's the percentage of power being put out. The left hand of both indicate the local that you're driving. In the event that you would be double heading, the second screen, or the second indicator, would be working too. So you'll see now that we're entering the neutral section, When a pantograph enters it, the line light will go out. Yep, there you go, and the engine's spooling down. And then as soon as we exit the neutral section, we can go into neutral. We can go into the neutral position, or hold, or whatever it's called, and then we can start tapping up again, and the engine works just fine. Right, that is the basics of driving the Class 86. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a jump cut right now, and you're going to see what to do when things go wrong in this train. Oakley dokley. We'll be right back. Okay, just like that, we are back in the room. So, we are going to let the brake off, and we're going to cover the common errors, shall we say, of Class 86 operation. So first I'm going to demonstrate what to do if you've overloaded the traction motors. So I'm just going to put the engine at runner. And you can see we move away quite rapidly. Tell that it's a little bit easier to see, guys. There we go. So we overload the engines. Oh, apparently not. Giggity. Okay, I need a break for this. Hello, okay guys, we're back. So I've slightly changed things up a bit. That last train we had wasn't heavy enough to basically cause us to be accelerating long enough to overload the engines. A bit weird. So I've got this Freightliner livery Class 86, and I've slung 18 loaded YJH Sea Lion wagons on the back. Interesting bug. So yeah, that's the main idea here. So we're going to overload the engines, and then I'm also going to demonstrate the neutral section issue. So in the cab, we're again completely set for departure, but instead of tapping this time, I'm just going to open the throttle fully. There you go, and the engines are overloaded. So we're now rolling along because we've got a bit of energy, but a bit of inertia, but we haven't really got anything. So firstly, throttle coaster off, pantograph up and reset, and then the train's back. And then I can just do the not conventional way of pulling away. There we go. Okay. Next we're going to demonstrate the neutral section issue. So as discussed previously, to deal with neutral, so when you enter the neutral section, we should run the engine down, or run the motor down within the engine, sorry, and allow the train to slow from there. Why did I do that? Okay, I've just messed things up myself. So again, when I've got to off, we need to wait for the engine to fully run down before I can move away again. And then I've got power. So we'll go for a nice sort of 40% power. So again, you can see we've got the warning sign for the neutral section there. I've just got to hold now because we are accelerating nicely. So you can hear the load went down there. We lost the line light. Line light's back, but obviously we've got the engines, the transformers still at 60% load, but there's no actual power going in. So you need to run the engine down. Once the transformer run down to 0. And as soon as we do that, it can take a couple of seconds, as you can see. That is as low as it will get, I believe. We can take power again, you can see the load's increasing. Okay, last item for me to demonstrate today. I'll quick correct from the start, this is load on R2 traction motors. That would be the percentage on a trailing Class 86. I got myself a little confused there. I've been driving along, I want to notch down, but oops, I actually tapped over and it went into the off position. As you can see, I now can't take power again. Once again, all you do is run the engine down. and allow it to go from there. Alrighty guys, that is it for today's video. That's all I'm going to cover. If you've got any questions around jumping the Class 86, please let me know in the description below. I'll do my best to answer them. Alrighty, thanks for watching guys. Bye for now.